What up, y'all? What up, what up, dude? What's going on? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Y'all stuck with me today. Y'all stuck with me today. Because your boy is busy today. Okay, I got my waters. Alright. Y'all, I got my waters. Okay, so I can wet my whistle. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, good. So I can wet my whistle when I need to wet my whistle, honey. All right, so y'all know that we start a little bit behind. I know I was supposed to start this video like in 5-6 more minutes, but I was like, I can go live now. Okay, so listen. I want to get into some of the things that happened yesterday, and then we'll move into the personal assistant. Because y'all, the personal assistant, in my opinion, he is letting have today. Okay, I've been keeping up thus far, here and there when I can. So, yeah, that's what we got going on today. All right. So we're gonna catch up on some of the things that were released yesterday. One of the things that was released yesterday was the escorts, or the people, you know, the people that was escorts. So we're gonna look at that, and then we're gonna talk about David James, and then we're gonna get all caught up. Give me 1 second. Child, I'm so tired of these folks going, these I'm so tired of these niggas out here. Ooh, I shouldn't be doing that this so early in the video. Oh, Jesus. And I was just about to complain why my videos was being not demonetized, but limited on monetization. But that's the reason why we're doing. Hey, Butterfly. Hey, Kay Calloway, Megan, Miss Felicia. Let's see who else up in here. Tracy, I see you. I don't know if you still here. Lillian. It looks like he was one of the first to comment. You may not be in here. Yeah. But what it do, everybody? What's going on, Bama girl? How are you? Okay, so let's get into what was dropped as of yesterday, when we we're pretty much done, like, for the day, because they let the jury go. So let's get into it. So here is the faces of Diddy's freak off escorts, okay? And I probably should be saying FOs, escorts. Maybe that's why my videos ain't getting full monetization. I don't know. And it almost seemed like they just went through and figured that I was talking about Diddy, because I just gave YouTube y'all, I just gave y'all props, because I was like, oh, y'all monetizing my videos all the way about Diddy. And then I wake up this morning and I see all of my videos have been limited to monetization on Diddy. Girl. Anyway, let's keep going. Diddy's alleged ex-workers have finally been unmasked as week 2 of testimony gets underway in the music mogul's federal racketeering ex-trafficking trial in NYC. On Monday, prosecutors released a document dump of exhibits entered into trial evidence, dropping an avalanche of photos and other information. Some of the pics showed the faces of the ex-workers Diddy allegedly hired to be transported across state lines for F-offs with his significant other, including Cassie, or significant others. They put an S on that. The feds defined a F-off as Diddy, a girlfriend, and a male ex-worker engaging in marathon X sessions that were often recorded by Bad Boys Music CEO inside hotel rooms. Prosecutors say that Diddy forced or coerced his girlfriends into participating in the FOs. Check out this snippet of the male escort whose images were shown on monitors provided to the 12 jurors during the Cassie testimony last week. Cassie was able to identify some of the escorts while not remembering the names of others. Now, y'all, this man right here, we already know about him. Now, if you search his name in on Google, you're literally going to find so many people who have, or some, I mean, not so many people, but some of the articles speaking on him and some of the things that he got going on. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. So, hey, Sherman, Shay, and only Shay, what's going on? Precious Jewel, Ham Sandwich, LaQuanda, what's going on, y'all? Y'all know y'all can come in and out as y'all please today. You know, I'll be live. Listen, when I say I got a busy schedule, we got political hour. I'm also gonna go over Don's lawsuit again, along with her testimony from yesterday, because y'all, I found some interesting things, and I hate to be that one, but I do think it's important to go revisit. Now, I understand that Don was not on trial, but some of the things that she was saying, I just want to go back and revisit it. All right. So, hey, Cece. Okay. So Jonathan Od, whatever his name is, y'all, he ain't playing no games. They say he ready to talk. It's articles reporting that he ready to talk. Y'all know he down in the prison because he went around there to Florida to Trump's thing and wanted and powed it up. Okay. Now, one ex-worker named Julius, the third person in the hotel room with Diddy and Cassie the day of the infamous Intercontinental Hotel beatdown video in LA in 2016. Another is Jonathan Od, also known as Diddy, Cassie's alleged ex-slave, who supposedly engaged in multiple FOs with the former couple. Other ex-workers pictured included a Los Angeles-based white man named Jake, a Miami-based black man named Craig, a New York black-based man named Brian on Craigslist, and a white man named Skylar featured on the service Cowboys for Angels. Girl, okay, so here is their pictures. Let's get into it. Wait, why I didn't launch the pictures? It's more than this. It's like 8. What happened? I don't got my pop-up blocker on, dude. Let me refresh and see if that worked. There we go. Okay, so this is Skylar. Okay. That's the one with the Cowboys of Angels or whatever. Jonathan, we know what he looked like by now. Ash. Okay, Ash. Now, um, the personal assistant just testified that he saw Cassie in a room where he was getting ready to take. Diddy wanted something. He was getting ready to take it in there with Diddy after they done had a F off or whatever it looked like, right? And he said he saw a man with long hair walking in the room. Now I'm not saying that it's this dude right here, but he do got long hair. I can see he got a ponytail. So I'm just saying. Huh? Okay, so then there's Brian. Brian, will I be damn, Brian? Brian, you was a ex-worker. Wow, 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 Brian in New York. That's Brian. No shade, no tea. This is the best one they can find in New York. Oh, Greg, Lord Jesus, I wasn't ready. Greg, this is Greg. This is Greg, y'all. This is Greg. Y'all, let me quit because y'all know I'm on here. I'm not really supposed to be trying to make fun of this stuff because it ain't funny. But god damn, Greg, I thought his ears was out there. But damn, you look like you might be related to Cuba Gooding Jr. and them. Okay, let's see. This is Jake. Okay, Jake. I mean, I don't. Let me shut up. This is not about me. Hey, Jake. Jake, you look like you like a model, a movie star, something like that. You was on a show though. I think. You was on that show. Johnny, the hell? Now, Johnny, the least thing that should be on Johnny's mind is sex. Johnny should not be worried about hunching nobody. Baby, Johnny. 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 I hope this is not still your testimony. I hope you still not out here doing this stuff. Because Johnny. Y'all call Johnny to the front of the classroom. But Johnny, again, the least thing that should be on your mind is out here escorting. Okay, here go Julius. This is not what I was expecting Julius to look like. Now, one of these, okay. You look like you do X work. You do too. Mm-hmm. Now, some of these men, y'all must have called at the last. These must be people that's available at the last minute. Go. What is we doing? I don't know, baby. They used to say back in the day, coochie and peen ain't got no face on it. So I don't know. And then here go him. And him. He look like that's what he do too. Mm-hmm. No shade, no tea, baby. I don't want to see Cassie's pictures, but no shade, no tea. They definitely was on Craigslist, honey. They definitely was on Craigslist, child. Because what in the world is going on over here? Anyway, hey to everybody that just came in. Miss P&2 Ross, we got Sherman. I see you, but my bad, Symmetry. Hey, boo. Sean, Jasmine, I see y'all. CC, I see y'all. Good morning. Okay, and I promise we're gonna catch up and stuff like that, but Yeah. Now they was allegedly saying that these folk won't handsome and won't cute. You know what I'm saying? And I guess you don't listen. Uh, I, Diddy not cute, y'all. Okay, so I really don't expect his taste. Now it may be his taste in what he wants on his arm, as far as like arm candy. Okay, Kim Porter's a pretty, you know, he wants all the models. He wants those kind of women. He'll come out with those kind of women. Any other women, he not really coming out with them. But look at Diddy. So I don't really think we got much to worry about. I mean, you know, look at Diddy. All right, let's get into these updates, child. I don't know, but what I do know is this here. Uh, they don't look good at all. All right, so y'all, please make sure y'all hit that like button. I would not expect for you to listen to me with all these people live right now talking about this Diddy trial. I wouldn't expect for you to listen to me if you don't like me. So please hit that like button. We should always match the viewers with the amount of likes or over. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I don't really think I like y'all. I don't really like their. This is why I keep you. Oh, they got it labeled by the time. Wait, maybe not. Anyway, I'll go back to the what's the name. All right, so listen here. The Daily Mail has shown photos of everybody because y'all know the personal assistant is still testifying, okay? And then Cassie Ventura's mom is set to testify as well, okay? So there she is. You can see the pictures and all of the things. So yeah, they brought up Suge Knight again. And yeah, we're about to get updated in that. I just wanted y'all to see the pictures because I don't think CNN carried the pictures. Look at me sounding old. Carry the pictures. Oh, the security man was crying. Um, I mean the personal assistant. They did bring Usher up again. That he's seen some stuff happen. All right. Anyway, let me move on and let me get to my main source, which is Twitter, and but we need to catch up first, and then we'll get them tweets. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I hope y'all doing all right today. Hope y'all doing all right today. All right, here we go. Let's scroll down, down, baby. Okay, let's see. The ex-assistant. All right, here we go, Win. Okay, so this morning, there were some jurors that were. Yes, I did, CC. I did just hear that while ago, and my mouth was already on the ground. But we're gonna get into that because I was like, "Girl, what in the whoa, whoa, whoa!" It was a little bit too much. Okay. All right, so they got a late start this morning because allegedly three of the jurors, I believe, were running, or four of the jurors were running late this morning, so they got started a little bit later. Okay, so they are reporting that Sean Diddy Combs' sister is in court today. His children and mother, who have been inside of the courtroom on other days, are not yet there today. Now, from my understanding, none of the children were there yesterday. Combs is wearing a heather blue sweater, a blue collared shirt, and dark gray pants. His attorney, and he's talking to his attorney, Mac, as we wait for court to begin. All right. David James, a former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs, is back on the stand. The jury is now entering. Prosecutor Christie is continuing her questioning. All right. Let me see something really quick before I get started. I want to put it on the big screen so that I can. All right, here we go. Yeah, baby. All right. David James, an assistant for Sean Diddy Combs from 2007 to 2009, testified that he did not personally observe physical violence between Combs and Cassie Ventura, but heard them argue about her career more than once. In those arguments, she would express a desire to branch out more into modeling and acting, but Combs would tell her that she had to focus on her music career, James testified. Remember, James worked for Combs during the early portion of Combs' relationship with Ventura. Ventura had testified that she signed a contract with Combs' company Bad Boys Records in early 2006. The pair first began dating around 2007 and split in 2018. James testified yesterday that Combs had several girlfriends while James worked for him. He described Kim Porter, who shared 3 children with Combs, as Combs' main girlfriend, and then listed 4 other women, including Ventura, who were his other girlfriends. David James, a former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs, testified that he was on the computer at Combs' home one night when Combs was out at the club with Cassie Ventura, another assistant, and security. As soon as he entered the door, he beelined straight for me and pulled up the computer's search history, James said. Combs told him that someone had written a blog post lying about him hitting Ventura, and he wanted to see if James had written, the former assistant testified. James said that he did not see Ventura that night, but 2 days later, Combs directed him to bring her food at a nearby hotel. When James brought the food to her hotel room, he was surprised to see another member of Combs' staff answer the door instead of Ventura herself. She stayed at the hotel for about a week, he testified. Now, this is corroborating Cassie's story, because remember, Cassie said that after they left an event, I can't remember what event it was. Cassie said after they left an event that he had A-worded her in the car. Remember that? And remember after that, she said she stayed he booked her into a hotel room because he didn't want anyone to see, is what she alleged. He didn't want anyone to see the bruises and the things from him being physical with her, if y'all can remember that correctly. So he is corroborating Cassie's story on that by testifying that she wasn't there. And someone, child, hey y'all, what's going on? Hey Miss Dee, Polished Night, what's going on? All right, so again, that it somewhat corroborate her story. All right. David James, a former assistant for Sean Diddy Combs, testified that he often set up hotel rooms for Combs. If Combs was staying in New York, his favorite hotel was the Trump International. James said. James said that he would set up things for Combs before his arrival, including clothing, a toiletry bag, a medicine bag, food, and drinks. He said that he would organize a collection of about 40 products, mostly skincare, for Combs in the hotel room, the hotel bathroom, in other words, baby oil. honey, is what it sounds like to me. Skincare. The medicine bag typically carried between 25 to 30 pills, 30 pill bottles, which included the ecstasy and the per. Now, y'all, I gotta be a little extra because YouTube is doing the most. Okay, so that's why. James said some bottles were unmarked. He added, Combs security always carried Combs' Louis Vuitton bag, which held personal items and typically $10,000 or more in cash. Now, let's think about this, y'all. When they raided or when they went in there into the hotel room, when he went and he was going to talk to the feds, his attorneys were supposed to be setting up a meeting with him and the feds on how he was going to turn himself in. And then here we go. In the bag, the man testified, the Gasmean man testified that there was $9,000 in a little coin pouch. So, I mean, I know he's saying $10,000 or more, but he said $9,000. We don't know what he did with the other $1,000. He wasn't by himself. Anyway, James said that he would often replenish items for Combs during trips. If he was restocking food and drinks, James said that he would pay for them and get reimbursed by Bad Boy Entertainment. When he restocked personal items such as baby oil, lubricant, and protection, James said that he would ask security to be reimbursed from the cash in Combs' bag. Oh my. When asked if Combs would stay alone when he traveled, James said, I don't think Mr. Combs ever stayed alone. While he worked for Combs, James said typically Cassie Ventura would stay with Combs, but there were other women as well, James said. David James, a former assistant for Sean Diddy Combs, testified that occasionally Combs would ask him to bring certain items, usually an iPod or food, to his hotel room while he was staying there. Now listen to this, y'all. He recounted an incident in Miami around 2008 when Combs asked him to bring an iPod to his hotel room. James said it took him about an hour to go get it, and when he knocked on the door, nobody answered. He entered the room with his own key and saw Cassie Ventura laying on her back in the hotel room with a white comforter up to her neck. She did not move when I entered the room, he testified. Combs was in the shower, he said. James mentioned that he did not speak with Combs or Ventura about the incident afterwards because it wasn't his job to discuss their personal affairs. David James, an assistant for Sean Diddy Combs from 2007 to 2009, testified that he saw Combs take rugs and give them to his friends. On a couple of occasions, James procured drugs. Oh, there I go, slipping up, saying the word, child. For Combs' friends, he testified, a person named One Stop. Now, for those of you that is listening over there on the Twitter, I want y'all to stop doing something. Please stop asking who One Stop is. It's very evident that it's a rug dealer. We already know at this point, somebody with the name One Stop, it's a one-stop shop. You get everything you need from around there. I don't really think that it'd take a genius to figure that out. Y'all keep asking, hey, who the F is One Stop? Hey, Mama Bees, what's up, Kashori's Kitchen? What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for being here. Please hit that like button. I'm like, y'all keep asking that. At this point, y'all already know it's already a rug dealer. A person called One Stop often brought rugs to Combs, James said. James understood Combs often took while he was operating his businesses and preferred to take ecstasy at night, he said. David James, Sean P. Diddy Combs' former assistant. We already know that on by now, is detailing several occasions where he said he supplied Combs and friends with drugs. Hold on 1 second. All right. On a trip with Combs to St. Tropez, a friend of Combs texts James asking him to get the cocaine. He testified. James said that he arranged for the cocaine for Combs' friend, but said that Combs didn't ask him to do it. He said that he assumed he had to. Now, child. Now the defense is gonna eat that little piece up that Diddy didn't tell you to do it. You just wanted to do it. The defense is gonna eat that up. I would think. I don't think the defense is gonna be too hard. I mean, too easy like they have been a little bit. Of course they did it with Cassie because Cassie's pregnant, but I don't think the defense is gonna be too easy on this man here. I'm just saying. On another occasion during a party in Los Angeles, James recalled how Combs sent him back to the house to get ecstasy for a friend. James said that he went back to Combs' house to get the ecstasy from Combs' medicine bag and brought it back to the party. Y'all probably think I'm crazy though. This the ex-assistant, y'all. David James, a former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs, testified about an incident when one of Combs' Cartier bracelets went missing, prompting his security to search through all of his and his then girlfriend's belongings. James said he felt he couldn't refuse the search. On 2 other occasions when Combs' possessions went missing, James had to take a lie detector test administered by a man who claimed to have formerly worked for the FBI. He testified. Now, child, it was very intimidating, he said. On both occasions, James' results showed no discrepancies, he said. James said that one of Combs' security agents told him that another former employee, Capricorn Clark, also had to take a lie detector test previously. Child, y'all, again, I keep saying this just remind me of something like Empire, Star, all these shows like this just, I don't know, Power, all of them. Cross-examination of ex-assistant David James begins. The prosecution direct question of David James, a former prosecutor, has finished. Defense attorney Mark is now questioning on cross-exam. Baby, this is gonna be interesting, y'all. Let's get into this, y'all. Hold on. Let me come over here, y'all. When y'all hear some of this stuff, if y'all haven't heard it already, y'all probably gonna, if y'all sitting at work listening, y'all gonna, I ain't no telling what y'all gonna do. Some of y'all may not be surprised no more, but this is about to be interesting. Hey, IPV, what's going on? All right, let's get into it. David James testified about an occasion when he went to Combs' security guard to a diner to get food for Combs and the staff. When they got there, the security guard saw Combs' rival, Marion Suge Knight, and approached him. They talked briefly before the guard and James went inside to order. When they went back to Combs' house, Combs and Ventura were outside of the house arguing. Ventura looked like she had been crying. Combs then ordered James to drive him and the security guard back to the diner to look for Knight, James said. Combs sat in the back seat with three hand pow-pows in his lap, James testified. Knight was gone when they got back to the restaurant, James said. James said that he was shook up by the incident. It was the first time that he felt like he was in danger as Combs' assistant. James said that he gave him his notice after the incident, offering to stay with Combs for 6 more months to train a replacement. He left Combs' company in May of 2009. Baby, he was not playing no games. He said, I'm supposed to get out of Dodge. Yeah, I'm getting out of Dodge, girl. Because they right around here, they drive in these black cars, these silver cars, these black cars with these pal sitting in his lap. Baby, he was done. Okay? He said, oh, no, you won't. What's up, Andre? He said, no, you won't, honey. Girl. Hold on, y'all. But this next part that we about to get into is about to be interesting, y'all. It's really about to be interesting. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Doing two things at a time. Yes. Okay. All right. Here we go. I finished. Okay, I finished that one. Oh, we almost all caught up. Almost. Look at there. All right. Defense attorney Mark referenced documents from David James' meeting with the government, highlighting one where his account of Mel's Diner event ending before he returned to Combs' home. He said the government had instructed him not to say anything that could incriminate himself. The documents also indicated at one point that he told them that some of the events that took place inside the diner, even though he testified today, they occurred outside of the diner. I think these are inaccurate notes, James said. He maintained his recollection of the majority of the events as remained consistent. All right, he has remained consistent. Sorry. Mark asked James whether he spoke up at the point when Combs was allegedly telling him to get back in the car to return to Mel's Diner, or when Combs was sitting in the back seat with the 3 pals. James said, respectfully, sir, you have someone with 3 pals in close proximity. I didn't think I had the option to say something. Right. But if I see somebody with 3 pals, baby, I ain't saying nothing to you. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm just saying. 3? I mean, you can't even use all 3 at one time, but I'm just saying. Diddy just added another lawyer. Child, and he running his team. When I say he over there running his team, he running his team. Child. Okay. Defense asked Combs' ex-assistant. We'll go over that in just a minute. We almost caught up. Defense asked Combs' ex-assistant if he was granted immunity for testifying. Defense attorney Mark asked David James if he was granted immunity for his testimony. James said that he wasn't sure of the details that were brokered by his attorney, but he believes that he signed a pro-offer agreement, a type of agreement that gives a person some protection from prosecution. I want to say something though, because I want y'all to think about something, right? I was just thinking this. If Because you know, there's so many people that's already saying that Diddy gonna walk free, right? Let's just say Diddy does walk free. Diddy's life will never be the same. Never be the same. But the one interesting thing I really want to know is, how are they going to know that all of these people are in some sort of way protected if he was to walk free? I think somebody of Diddy's kind would retaliate, and the reason being is because it would be in him. He maybe not do it directly. But I was just thinking if he did, I don't think he's gonna walk either. But if he did, those people who have sacrificed everything to get up here and testify, I will be really concerned about them. Today is day 7, I think. What I got today, 6 in the thing. I think today is day 7. Yes, day 7. All right. Sean Diddy Combs' former assistant David James testified that before he began working for Combs, that he was a fan of Sean Diddy Combs' clothing line. James said that he knew Combs to be successful, a self-made businessman who was a brilliant marketer. I just respect Mr. Combs from a business perspective, James said. Defense attorney Mark suggested repeatedly that David James actually left D-Rock at the restaurant and that he went back with Combs to get him. James denied this each time, testifying that it wouldn't have made sense to leave him there with Suge Knight outside welding a pow-pow. During cross-examination, David James, a former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs, was pressed about his travel with Combs. James testified yesterday that he traveled extensively with Combs, including internationally. Today, defense attorney Mark asked if these were business trips or personal trips. James said that that there was a fine line since Combs' personal life and business life blended together. He described them as business-oriented trips. When Sean Diddy Combs would go out in public, people would be almost in a mob around him, asking for autographs and trying to meet him, Combs' former assistant David James said. Defense attorney Mark asked if Combs tended to be gracious in these situations. I don't think gracious is the word I would use to describe Mr. Combs, James responded. Combs didn't typically sign autographs, James said. James said oftentimes Combs staff members would sign autographs to mail out to fans. Or what? David James, I'm sure a lot of them do that, but David James, hold on. Okay. David James, a former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs, testified that he typically rode in the second car to accompany Combs whenever he went. James said that there was usually a second car traveling with Combs for security reasons. Combs' security personnel typically operated a second car to the right of the vehicle transporting Mr. Combs to prevent anyone from pulling up on him and potentially pow-powing him. First of all, child. Now, there was a portion in the testimonials, there was a point in the testimony that this man said that Diddy had rugs the shape of Obama's face. So let me get to that. So, child, That was just too much. All right, let's see. Inner City Press. Diddy docket asked and answered, sort of. On May 15th, Inner City Press challenged the number of judicial documents not being made public in the docket. Just now, the judge. Oh, okay, okay. So basically, Inner City Press, um, he made a request that all of these documents be updated, but the judge did make a request or grant his request, but there's going to be a week delay. All right. Okay, y'all give me 2 seconds and we will follow these tweets. I'm going to grab them now. All right. All right, let's get into these tweets, honey. All right, let's see. Okay, so here is what Tracy just reported to us. Okay. Y'all, Diddy has added a new attorney to his team. Okay. The Diddy docket. Now, a 10th member joins Sean Diddy Combs' legal team, Jonathan Beach, husband of Alexandria Shapiro, already on the team. Okay, so Alexandria is already on the team. Now the husband has decided to come on the team as well. Child. Interesting, 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 interesting. All right, so let's see X for subscribers later. Okay. Okay, I want to start where they said the rugs was shaped like Obama. I want to say that was after this. But let me just see. The lie detector test. Yeah, I think this is after. Mel's Diner. Did you meet with the government this morning? Yes, briefly about what might come up in Cross. Okay, Mel, St. Tropez, blah, blah, blah. Okay, maybe it wasn't this far up. He put applesauce on cheeseburgers. Girl. That's okay. We can start with the tweets. Um Jurors. All right. Um this is when the government was still doing his testimony. Okay, so what about physical violence between Mr. Combs and Cassie? Did you personally observe it? David, no, I did not. The government, do you remember a blog post? Yes, I was in LA when he came back from the club. What did Mr. Combs say? That someone was lying on him, saying that he hit Cassie at the club. He went through my browser history. No one had ever done that to me. Did Mr. Combs give you instructions about Cassie to bring her food at the London hotel? Some Roscoe's. Some Roscoe's. What is Roscoe's? Some delicious fried chicken in Los Angeles. What did you do for Mr. Combs in New York? I'd bring him applesauce, Jello, Fuji water, his toiletry bag with ointments, just for men. Just for men. Like the perm, just for me. Or the little S curl. We bought 40 items, so he wouldn't call us later. I'd get a key, like at the Trump International. I'd set up the medicine bag, and I'd set up the medicine bag and the personal Louis Vuitton bag. What was in it? A Viagra, ecstasy, perk. Uh, how did you go about replenishing these supplies? I usually use my personal credit card. Bad boys pay me back. Who paid you back? Usually bonds. Did Mr. Combs ever stay alone in a hotel? Never. Usually Cassie, sometimes with other women. Did he ask you for things during a stay? He texted me for an iPod or food. Oh, is hair dye? Oh, okay. Baby, I thought it was one of them little man perms. It is hair dye. What you was doing with hair dye though? What you was doing with hair dye? You was growing, getting gray hairs overnight or something? What you was doing? Um, did anything strange ever happen? Yes, in Miami, he asked for an iPod from his house on Star Island. I drove it to his hotel and not no answer. I had the key. I'd set up the room. Who did you see? Cassie on the bed. There was another person who sort of was there, and the shower was on. I thought Mr. Combs was in there. How was she sleeping? On her back. Objection. Sustained. What about the other people? What about the other person? Sorry. He was about 5'8" with long hair and long endowment. And a large endowment. And he said that man thing was large. Why did man they have his thing covered up? Diddy was in the shower. Cassie was in the bed. Cassie was asleep, allegedly. And that man just walking around with his Johnson out. Girl. Did you ask anything? I wasn't hired to ask about their personal affairs. That's right. Mm. Did you ever pick up rugs for Mr. Combs? Yes. At a pharmacy, sometimes in my name. Did you give him permission to use your name? I don't recall that. Was there a rug dealer? Yes, one stop. He met with a lot of people, right? Yes, even former president. Which one? Former President Obama. What was your understanding would have happened if you hadn't done any of these things? Objection. Sustained. Did you ever take, y'all see it? Yes, I was drinking Ciroc. And I was Diddy bopping. I'm sorry, this is not supposed to be funny. This is not supposed to be funny. This is not supposed to be funny. I was Diddy bopping. Oh, child. I had to read that one more time. Did you ever take ecstasy? Yes, I was drinking Ciroc. I took ecstasy and I was Diddy bopping. What do you mean? Everybody don't know what Diddy bopping mean. Okay. Okay, what do you mean? I was vibing. Did you speak with Mr. Combs about it? How did you speak with Mr. Combs about it if you was Diddy bopping? Diddy bopping is like you like softly bobbing, like vibing to the music. That's what it be. I don't know, that was funny though, because they ain't know what it mean either. Okay. Did you speak with Mr. Combs about it? He was reviewing footage of the party. We had a videographer who filmed the parties. He asked me, "Hey Playboy, was that you dancing around in the party?" I said yes. And he said, "I'm going to keep this video in case I ever need it." Meaning that he'd be embarrassed. No, he was gonna use it to embarrass you. Oh, that I'd be embarrassed. Okay, because I'm about to say, he's saying he embarrassing you. Because you walk around there having a good time living your best life. Did anything ever go missing? He had a bracelet. He said a bracelet was missing. Uncle Paulie came to my hotel room and searched my belongings and those of my girlfriend at the time. Could you have said no? Objection. Judge, move on. Did you ever take a lie detector test? Yes. Who was present? Just me and this gentleman. It was very intimidating. They put monitors on my head, my chest, and my hand. Could you refuse? Not if I wanted to keep my job. Did this happen again? Yes. When Mr. Combs said a watch of his had been stolen. What was the result? The gentleman told me I seemed nervous. I said, sure I am. Once Capricorn Clark had to take a lie detector test to prove that she wasn't a part or that she wasn't a part of the heist of Mr. Combs' jewelry. Was there an incident at Mel's Diner with Suge Knight? Yes. I drove the Silver Navigator to get cheeseburgers there. D-Rock said, That's mother effing Suge Knight. He went over and said hi. What's up? Suge didn't recognize him. D-Rock said, I'm Biggie's boy. What happened next? We noticed 4 black SUVs to different sides of the parking lot. I saw someone hand Suge Knight a pow pow. D-Rock said, we got to get out of here. We drove back to the house. What did you find there? Cassie was crying. Mr. Combs got in the vehicle and I saw 3 pow pows in his lap. I felt calm because we'd been in a silver vehicle. Now a black one, they wouldn't see us coming. What did you find at Mel's Diner? Suge Knight had left, Mr. Combs said. Drive around the block. Um, what did you decide to leave the company? They offered me other positions, but I just wanted to leave. My life was at risk. Baby, he wasn't playing. He got out of Dodge, okay? No further questions. Mr. Mark Inglicio, you didn't tell all this the first time. They told me to stop and not say anything that would incriminate me. Look at the notes from your interview. Read it to yourself. Then look up at me. Okay. How do you recognize Suge Knight? I listen to hip hop. Okay. Were you drinking or smoking pot? No, sir. Your mind was clear? As clear as it could be, working 20 hours a week at 4 a.m. D-Rock opened the door. Suge Knight is a few cars over. Window open. D-Rock says, I'm Biggie's boy, and then Suge recognizes him and gives him a dab. What's a dab? A handshake. Did you leave D-Rock at the diner? Why are you smiling? Because that's a crazy question. Why would I? Didn't you leave D-Rock at the diner? That makes no sense. I'm not asking what makes sense. I'm asking, did you? No. You say you saw Cassie and Mr. Combs. Yes, Mr. Combs told me to drive. You don't know where Mr. Combs got the pow pows, do you? I didn't know we had pow pows until then. Have you ever been in a situation like that? No. You didn't say I don't want to drive to Suge Knight with pow pows. No. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Was this the stuff Farnsworth stole, or was this after his tenure? By the way, I don't think he's testifying. I don't think he ever would testify. I really don't. I really don't. I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't. All right, so we're talking about the Mills Diner. Hold on. Okay, so what exactly did you do before you got the job? I was a door-to-door salesman, then personal assistant. Now you were going with pow pows to confront someone. It was not ideal. You knew how to get to Mel's Diner, right? I frequent there all the time. You've never seen pow pows before, right? No. Ciao. They asked him, do you have immunity? Ask my lawyer. I have some kind of offer agreement. Pro offer. Or profer. Whatever it's called. Sir, I think you, even though you may want your lawyers to know, your lawyers ain't informed you of what you done signed your name on. Now, that's a little strange. You didn't tell anyone about this. Only my wife. Did you meet with the government this morning? Yes, briefly. About what might come up on the cross. Did the Mel's Diner incident come up? Not that I recall. It was this morning. What did you talk about? Your style. I bet you wasn't expecting that one. Mark. Mark. I bet you weren't expecting that, Mark. Um, I'm dying to ask what they said, but I won't. Oh, sir. I have a few more questions. Where did you travel with Mr. Combs? London, Saint Tropez, however you say that. Were these vacations? He said business oriented. What were you hired as? Personal liaison, but I was a personal assistant. He met a high level roster of people. Second understatement of the day. Why? He met with the who's who. Okay? Okay? It was very important that he be prepared for these meetings, right? Yes. It was important that he be on time. No. We changed meetings to fit his schedule all the time when he didn't want to show up at a certain time. He looked like he give me them, like, he give me that. He had security because people wanted to touch him, right? Yes. In the airport, in McDonald's. Was he gracious? I don't think gracious is the word I'd use for Sean Combs. Did he sign autographs? No. You said that he'd stay in the studio until 3 or 4 a.m. and you'd stay with him. Yes, it was common. What sorts of things would he want to always have with him? Ketchup, for example. Ketchup? Did you know that he puts applesauce on a cheeseburger? What the fuck? Applesauce on your cheeseburger, bro? So you want an applesauce cheeseburger? What? Yeah, and let's be very clear. This is the defense asking him if he like applesauce on that man. I mean, if that man like applesauce on his burger. No, but I knew he liked applesauce. Yeah, that is nasty. He liked Astroglide protection and baby oil, but you didn't express it through the or expense it through the business. Usually not. I would hope not. Okay. Um, I was told that he didn't want to run them through the company. He didn't want a record of them. Child. When you bought the 8 ball of cocaine on the San Tropez, you didn't tell Mr. Combs, did you? He was asleep. Y'all, what is the 8 ball of what is that? Yeah, they say he like applesauce on his cheeseburger. That is absolutely disgusting. Yeah, Diddy applesauce man. Diddy the applesauce man. The applesauce man, the applesauce man, the applesauce man, the applesauce man. Okay, let's see. Tell me about your relationship with Roger Bonds. We talked about Bad Boy as a family. What do you mean? Mama Combs called her son many times. What was the mission? To make sure he's happy. I told y'all, I don't trust that wig, that bushy wig wearing lady. Was it fun? I enjoyed it from time to time. What was your relationship with Chef Jordan? Professional. Did you choke her? No. Objection. Sidebar. So the judge takes a sidebar. All right. Tell me what happened. We were on Star Island. She told me where to take him. I grabbed her two wrists and said, "Stay in your effing lane." Was there a fallout? As was reported to corporate HQ, Mr. Combs called me in. Mr. Combs told me you can't be putting your hands on women. Ain't that some rich shit? I mean, some rich stuff. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he did. No, this nigga didn't. So I'm saying, don't, you shouldn't be putting your hands on. What, sir, what? Ain't that rich coming from you? He told me to give her a gift. What did you give her? I rolled up a blunt and gave it to her. Baby, that's a gift. Did she like it? It appeared she did. You know what? You know what? I cannot. You were in a car. You were in a car with Mr. Combs and who? Chris Lighton. You had taken intimacy. I'd party, sure. What were things like in the studio? Well, yes, it's creative. It's a creative environment. I don't smoke when working with Mr. Combs, but he caught you smoking once. I thought he was in for the night. I lit up. He came out. He said, "What are you doing?" I said nothing. He said, "If you're man enough to smoke, you're man enough to tell me." I said, "Okay, I'm smoking." He said, "If I did it again, he'd fired me." How about when you picked up two uh, prostitutes and had X with one? Objection. 403. Overruled. She asked for $200. I called Bond and asked what the hell. She said to take a shower. I said that's $200. Laughter. On that note, no further questions. Oh, redirect. This is the government. What about the incident in Alpine, New Jersey? To file a police report and say that Chef Jordan had been the aggressor, but I didn't file it. I drove around and told him that I made the report. So basically, he had lied. Y'all, y'all can't hear me, Terry. Y'all can't hear me. Y'all ain't saying nothing if y'all ain't been able to hear me this whole time. I've been having my big eyes guzzled out. I mean, bucked at this computer screen. Um, okay. Okay. Let me move this closer to the thing. Uh-oh. All right, so let's see. Um, see what CNN giving us. Uh, okay, I think I read that. Okay, I think we got it thus far. They gotta speed up cause baby, we didn't got further than that. We just wait now. Chef, he was off the clock, getting high on the clock. I guess he was on the clock. I guess he was on the clock. The man told him if he ever catch him doing it again, he was gonna fire him. So I guess he was on the clock, smoking that reefer. He was on the clock smoking that reefer. I was like, oh, 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 uh, 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 uh. Now, I'll probably do it in another video. Yeah, I'll probably do it in another video. So I don't want to get distracted from what we're doing right now. But I am gonna go over Don Richardson's lawsuit again, and then also we have Poly Talk Hour today. Yeah. So y'all boy busy today. Busy, busy, busy. Busy. Let's see. And hello to everyone. Please make sure you hit that like button. And also, too, please, if you are loving this content or loving me talk about this content, you can bless the platform. It is greatly appreciated. So he didn't steal the watch, but he was high as Cooter Brown. That's what it seemed like. Okay, thank you, Terry. I appreciate you for being here. Baby, who is this lady? The boy is mine. You need to have it up, 'cause I done had about enough. All right, they are taking a 10-minute break. The court is taking a 10-minute break, is what it seems like here. Rules. Okay. Wait, we missed something. Okay, redirect. What have you asked? What have we asked you to do? Tell the truth. Nothing further. Recross. Wow. You lied to Mr. Combs about filing the police report. David says yes. No further. Nothing further. Can we have a break? So it seems like, okay, that's the recross. So it seems like at this particular point we didn't have the direct testimony, we didn't have the redirect. I mean, we had the cross examination, we had the redirect, and we had the recross. So he's off of the stand probably now. So they're about to bring in another witness. Probably what it sounds like to me when they come back from break. How am I feeling about the assistant so far? Well, here's what I will say. I do believe the assistant helped with part of Cassie's testimony as far as like taking food items and stuff like that to the hotel. I think he also, helped her with saying that some of Diddy's staff did some of this stuff, like set up things in the room and do things like that because they kind of knew what was going on. I mean, again, him saying that he has never personally seen Cassie Ventura being A-worded by Diddy. I can give him that. Because let's just keep in mind he only worked for Diddy for a year and a half, 2 years. Not even 2 years, honestly, about a year and a half or a year and some change. And with the whole Ruggs thing, I believe the jury. I'm not I'm not on the jury, but if I was on the jury, I would definitely be side eyeing the fact that he said that Diddy didn't ask him to do certain things that he did. He just did them on his own because he thought that he would be in trouble, or he thought that Diddy would do something to him. So I just think I just think I don't know, the assistant. I just feel like he backed up what has already been said. In other words, let's just put it that way. I do feel like he backed up what has already been said. With his experience. Now I ain't mad at him. When he saw them 3 pounds sitting in Diddy lap, he said it's time to go. Okay, it's time for us to find something else to do. It's time for us to get up out of this camp. Now he was being gracious, offering them people 6 months to find somebody to sit in. All right. During cross-examination of David James, the former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs, talked of a time that he was in an altercation with one of Combs' chefs, and about how Combs confronted him about it. Now, I think the chef is one of the chefs that's supposed to testify. I don't know if this is the same chef, but the chef is supposed to testify. When asked by defense attorney Mark, James acknowledged that he got into an altercation with one of Combs' then chefs, a woman, at Combs' Star Island home in Florida. James testified that he grew upset when the chef tried to tell him where Combs needed to be. James said that he grabbed her 2 wrists and squeezed her wrist and told her to stay in her lane. The altercation was reported to Human Resources at Bad Boys Entertainment and eventually made it back to Combs, who confronted James. The ex-assistant testified. When he told Combs what happened, Combs told James that you can't be putting your hands on women and warned that he'd have to fire James if it happened again, James testified. Combs told him to write the chef a note and give her a gift, James said. James did so, and she eventually forgave him, he testified. Child. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Tracy said, none of these people will be safe. Again, I pray they know the Lord. I'm saying that he was shocked to see the FO align with Cassie, saying they hid it from the people. Yeah. Yeah. And when he said he walked in the room and he saw Cassie with a comforter covered up to her neck, or up to her neck. I mean, he said that, man, well, it did. I'll take back what I said earlier. Just because he said that man had a big old wang wang does not mean that he actually saw it or that he was walking around naked, because he could have very well been clothed and still had a bone on. However, all this stuff is crazy, bro. Oh, you got Cassie Ventura's mom and the chef. They are both supposed to testify. So I'm interested. I'm interested, baby. I'm interested, baby. I'm interested, baby. I'm interested, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Oh. You are the only one that makes me feel this way. You turn my life to that. And I just came to say, baby. I'm the only one. Okay, let's see. Okay, we on break right now, y'all. We on break. We on break. We on break. We are on this break. I feel like I have something in my eye, y'all. Oh, I keep on doing this. I'm so sorry, people. Oh well. Chef, are you gonna sign with Bad Boys? Hell no. You ain't finna be whipping me around and telling me what to do. I'm good. I don't got 10 albums in me. I don't even. Well, I probably got 10 songs, but baby, I ain't got no 10 albums in me. I wonder if Cassie stay in the courtroom. I mean, Cassie still going to court. Y'all think she is, or y'all think she done? I know Don says she done, and I think that girl is too. Now, y'all, I've been listening to a lot of content creators, and a lot of content creators say that they feel like that the defense was tap dancing around Kerry Morgan, the former best friend. I mean, no, I take that back. They said they went light on the Kerry girl, but went harder on Durham. That's what the people saying. That's what the people saying over there on Twitter. Uh-huh. That's what the people saying. The people saying that y'all. The people saying that y'all the people. The judge said yesterday that the defense can call Cassie back. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will too. How you doing, Demetria Walker? How you doing? Happy what's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Today don't feel like no Tuesday. I ain't gonna hold out. Today really do feel like a Monday. I pray that he doesn't get out for the sake of the state witnesses. That's my thing. The government's witnesses is like I'm just sitting back here thinking, like, what protection do these people have for if he ever walk free? But I pray he don't get to walk free, honestly. I'm sorry. This ain't the channel for you if you crying over here talking about free Diddy. No, forget that. They wouldn't get her back. I doubt it. She would. Oh yeah. I forget she pregnant. She pregnant. So they probably won't call her back. Yeah, they might not call her back. She is pregnant, and they did take a light on her. You don't want to do too much because then that jury. Now I was listening to Tisa Tells this morning, and she had interviewed some guy that's been in the courtroom, and he said that he seen some of the juries making faces when Don was testifying and leaned over and told each other, such and such. And this is all alleged, Tony. It's all alleged. I ain't there. But said that some of the jury was like leaning over, talking to each other, talking about she a lie or she lying. And I was like, child, I think if he get out, he will be so grateful. I don't though, Sherman, because I think who Diddy is at his core is who he is. You know what I mean? Listen, we talking about the same man who really wasn't taking this serious. We talking about the same man, and maybe he done had a change since he been locked up in that place. But we are talking about the same man who was allegedly supposed to be going to meet with to meet with the government, the FBI, along with his legal team, and still have everything in your room that they are using as evidence against you for what you know you're in trouble for, you've been sued for. All them lawsuits that came out, that indictment, you had already been indicted. And you took your stupid tail over there to them people hotel, and you had the very things in the room that they've been saying that you have for all of these freak offs. Child, I bet when he get out, he gonna be hunching like, baby, if he ever walk free, he gonna be hunching like the Tasmanian devil. Do you hear me? He'll be around here like a dog in heat. Again, I hope he don't never get out. But I think his life is over. It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. It will never be the same. Ever. Now, I do believe that there are some pick-me people out here who would still want a friendship with him, who would still want to be, connected with him. But for the majority of people, like, even if he got out, things would be a little hard for him, because here's the thing. Here's the reality. I don't believe that Diddy is like, I believe he going broke having to pay all these legal fees and stuff. Yeah, eventually he gonna go broke with having to pay all this stuff. But what I mean by that is, if he got out, y'all gotta remember, he wouldn't have all these people backing him up. He no longer has control over his businesses, or he shouldn't have control over his businesses. He wouldn't get these brand deals. He wouldn't get these opportunities. Like, certain things that made him really truly a mogul, one of the marketing moguls, was these relationships that he had with these other businesses. He's no longer going to ever be able to have those relationships anymore. That Intercontinental video alone proves who Diddy is. You did these things to Cassie. So, and not only to Cassie, but you did these things to other people. Now, let's move over to his kids. I do totally agree that I think his daughter's being in the room. And even for the sons are grown, y'all. I get it. I told you guys I have a soft spot for Quincy, because I feel like Quincy is in a hard situation. I feel like Quincy, when his mom passed away, I feel like Quincy had no choice but to stick around and take care of his family. Right? I really truly feel like that. Now, again, if I'm ever proven wrong, I can come down here and say that. I just don't believe Quincy with any other stuff. Them other two, Justin and King, is that their name? Or King is T.I.'s son. What's Justin and what is it? Justin and Herbal. Justin and Herbal, they've been named in lawsuits. So it ain't no different with them two. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, the girls, the twin girls, and the twin girls just had prom. Yes, Sweet Jane, that's what I feel like too. I don't feel like, because I feel like he is who he is. I feel like he is who he is. And I do feel like he's not going to, if he ever got out, he would get out and change his behavior. I don't feel that way. I really don't. This man had an addiction to this stuff. Baby, I was hunching like jackrabbits. All right, they are back. Jurors, I'm going to try to get the temperature turned up in here. I'm told it's complicated, but I'm freezing right along with you. Some laughter. The government calls Regina Ventura, which is Cassie's mom. All right. Cassie's mom is next on the stand, honey. Cassie's mom is on the stand. Lord Jesus. But yeah, I feel like those girls didn't need to be there. Um, and I really hope and pray that those girls go off to college for real, and they don't let this distract them. I do hope they go off to college and can try to honestly try to forget about some of this. Um, but I just didn't ever think that they needed to be in court listening to this. I just didn't. All right, let's see. Looks like we got a tweet. All right, here we go. Where do you live? New London, Connecticut. How many children do you have? 2, Roderick and Cassandra. Who is this? Sean Combs. He dated my daughter. Whew. Here we go, child. I don't want. Yeah, this is about to be interesting. I mean, they is going in on Twitter. This is about to be interesting. I totally agree. I totally agree that this is about to be interesting. Jesus, really interesting. Interesting down to the ground. Okay, the 3 girls. Um, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. And that little girl. What's that little girl name? Her name is Love. I know she don't know what's going on right now, but the little baby. Cause y'all know. And see, that's another thing, sir. You a whole new daddy. Not a new grandpappy, a new daddy. And you on trial for ex trafficking, racketeering, and some other things. Child, that is just insane. Yeah, that baby named Love. I remember now. Love. Never knew what I was missing. Never knew what I was missing. I cannot believe that man. I mean, that man said he was Diddy bopping. I know that's right. Come on, Diddy bopping. We just waiting, 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 waiting. Okay. When did you meet Sean Combs? In 2006, my daughter signed with his Bad Boy Records. He was her boss. They just started dating. They moved to LA. Read this message from December of 2011. Cassandra wrote to me. And then it cut off, so I think he's still typing. Yeah, that man is weird. Talk about brother love. Call me brother love. We ain't calling you no brother love. We calling you by your name. Um, we're waiting on an update. We're waiting on an update. Uh, oh my life. Satan is his name, okay? Satan. The devil. The devil. You are the devil. You're the devil. Um, I got these notifications on my what's the name? Okay, here we go. Sean said, oh wait, Miss Regina says she said that Sean Diddy Combs treated her or threatened to release an X tape and go after her and Mr. Maduki. How did you react? It made me sick. Sean Combs demanded $20,000. He said that to recoup losses due to Mr. Madusky or whatever from my former husband and myself. Wow. Okay, let's see. Oh, that was the last one. That was the last one so far. You have questions? What's your questions, Brother Tootsie? Brother Tootsie Roll. And I keep seeing everybody put the big Tootsie Roll on there or the long Tootsie Roll. The point is that the lady say you got a Tootsie Roll, so she definitely talking about the little one. She definitely talking about the little Tootsie Pop. These people are feeling like Cassie was never his girlfriend, just someone to sleep with. What do you think? I definitely think that was his girlfriend. I do. Yeah. Um. Okay. Um. Yeah, I do think that they was boyfriend and girlfriend at a point. I do think that, but I do also think that he, cause cause listen, this may sound a little weird, but all of these women that he allegedly did certain things with, like, well, I shouldn't say it like that. I don't know. I don't know. She was his property. I guess you could say that. Tracy, I think Diddy saw it the way and Cassie saw it. Yeah, I think Cassie saw it as a relationship. Cassie wanted to grow. Again, she was young. I think when you're young, when we were 19, we did some of everything. I know some of y'all is super saved, honey. You saved, sanctified, the Holy Ghost filled, fire, baptized. You know, still breathing the blood of just still pleading the blood of Jesus over everything. I get it. But when we was 19, we was out here doing crazy stuff, and especially if you was in college, and you wasn't no good at two shoes in college. You weren't just going to no college just to be going to college. You enjoy life. Most of us did. Most of us did. Okay. Most of us enjoy life. If someone like Diddy back then came and approached you, offered you certain things, some of y'all, and I don't mean y'all specifically in the comments, but some of these people, you you got a no good baby daddy that don't contribute to your kids' life, and y'all out here got problems with the wrong things. Uh, Let's see. Oh, I thought we had an update. He practiced Haitian voodoo for sure. Ooh. We weren't born saved. We all did. So, baby, you got some of these people out here that they saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, walking with the Lord every day, every moment of the day, and they ain't never done it. Speak for yourself. I'm a good Christian. Girl. Cha. 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 A Christian where? A Christian where? Talk about it, Chef. Many did a lot more for less. Yeah. Yeah. Half of these folk don't even know who their baby daddies is now here. Got child. Okay, let's see. Why did you take a loan to pay Sean Combs? For the safety of my daughter. Oh, wow. Look in the binder next to you. These are photos I took of my daughter's bruises from Sean Diddy Combs. Woo. And for those of y'all that keep saying, oh, the mama knew, the mama knew. Here's the thing. Half of y'all mama didn't know where y'all was and what y'all was doing at the age of 18. Shut up. Shut up. Shit. Y'all trying to get rid of y'all kids before they even turn 18. Be quiet. It happens. Unfortunately, it happens. When you get grown and you want to do you, it happens. News, damn, flash. I kind of understand where she's coming from, though. I try my best never to get into. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't find it strange that the mom is not is it didn't. I don't find it strange that the mom didn't get involved in some things. I don't. And then also too, depending on what Cassie's fears were, depends on how the mom is gonna take it or react to it. Like, come on. What's up, sis? What's gonna really be? What it do? What it do? You know, I don't know. I be seeing people say stuff and I just be like, y'all are ignorant. You know, listen, I support all these big content creators who are out here doing the thing, but I was listening to a guy this morning. I was so irritated listening to him because I like him, but he kept having to address these trolls and address these people who was just flat out disrespectful. Y'all disrespectful to Cassie mama before she even got on the stand and folks was being nasty. I just I don't know. So I try my best to support everybody. I'll go over there and peep in Mims live. When he go live, I'll peep in Tisa Tell's live. here and there. There are a few more other content creators who are out there now, but yeah, these people weird. Her mom may have experienced AB. Yeah, we don't know what she done been through. She ain't on trial either. I don't know. I just feel like people, people just be reaching. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got updates on CNN. My bad. All right. James says that Combs told him to lie about mogul interaction with the chef. On redirection examination, on redirect examination, James testified that Combs once asked him to falsely report to the police about an altercation between Combs and the music mogul's then chef, Combs in Combs' house in Alpine, New Jersey. Combs instructed me to say that she, the chef, was the aggressor and hit me first, James said. James said that he didn't want to make a false report to the police, so he drove around New Jersey for a while. When he eventually returned to the house, he told Combs that he had to report. He made the report, but technically he lied. Prosecutor Emily Johnson asked Regina Ventura to identify Sean Diddy Combs in a photo and explained how she knew him. He dated my daughter, Regina Ventura replied. Regina Ventura said that she first met Combs in 2006 when her daughter, Cassie Ventura signed with Combs' record label Bad Boys Records. Regina Ventura said that when her daughter and Combs started dating in New York City, she'd see her daughter about 3 or 4 times a year. When Cassie Ventura moved to California with Combs, Regina Ventura said that she saw her less frequently, usually around the holidays. It was harder to get to her, Regina Ventura said. Now, y'all can only imagine how hard that is. You can't even get to your baby. All right. Now this email is coming back up. Remember, Cassie spoke on this when she was on the stand as well. So Regina Ventura, Cassie's Ventura mother, testified that her daughter emailed her in December of 2011 to say that Combs was threatening to release explicit X tapes of Cassie. This appears to mesh with Cassie Ventura's earlier testimony that Combs threatened Cassie in December of 2011 when he learned that she was dating Scott Kid Cudi, also known as rapper Kid Cudi. The email said, according to Regina Ventura, the threats that have been made toward me by Sean Puffy Combs are that he is going. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind something. There are probably going to be a lot of typos with these people because they are really trying to type fast and stuff. But, okay, anyway. Where was I? Sean Puffy Combs are that he is going to release 2 explicit X tapes of me. One on Christmas Day and before, and maybe before or right after, and another one sometime soon after that. He has also said that he will be having someone hurt me and Kid Cudi physically. He made it a point that it wouldn't be by his hands, that he actually said that he'd be out of the country when it happened. Regina Ventura said that she felt physically sick when she read the emails. The message was sent under an alias, Veronica Bang, her mother said. The email also was sent to one of Combs' employees, Regina Ventura said. I did not understand a lot of it. The X tapes threw me, and I did not know that the other person, or I did not know the other person, but knew that he was going to try to hurt my daughter, Regina Ventura testified. Let's see. Regina Ventura, the mother of Cassie Ventura, said that Sean Diddy Combs contacted her around the same time that Cassie Ventura told her Combs threatened to release sexually explicit videos of her. Regina Ventura said that Combs told her that he needed $20,000 recoup money that he had spent on Cassie Ventura. Regina Ventura said that Combs was angry with her daughter and was now in a relationship with Kid Cudi. Regina said that she and her husband took a home equity loan to obtain $20,000 for Combs. Wow. Combs' bookkeeper sent Regina Ventura an email with writing instructions. She said that she went to the credit union and then wired the money from her and her husband's account to the bad boy account. Regina Ventura said that did it because she did it, is what they meant. She did it because she was scared about her daughter's safety. She said that about 5 or 6 days later, the money was returned to her account, but she did not have any communication with Combs about it. Wow. I got 6 brothers and I'm the baby. Sleep with one eye open. Okay, wait a minute. You said... All right. See if we got an update. They're probably about to get ready to go to lunch in a minute. All right, y'all. As you guys come in and stuff like that, please make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all like to treat your boy to some lunch, you guys know the Catch app or the Venmo. It is greatly appreciated. I got 6 brothers. Oh, I read that. The brothers is pulling up. That is so extra. All right, let's see. Jury sees photos of Cassie Ventura mother took of her following her beating. The jury is now seeing photos of Cassie Ventura that her mother took in December of 2011 in her parents' Connecticut home after Sean Diddy Combs physically, allegedly A-worded her. Regina Ventura testified that she took the photos to keep the evidence. She was bruised, and I wanted to make sure that we memorialized it, Regina Ventura said. Regina Ventura said that her daughter told her at the time that she was beaten by Sean Diddy Combs. These photos were first admitted into evidence during Cassie Ventura's testimony. Regina Ventura said that December 2011 was the first time that her daughter told her about Combs being physical with her. Regina Ventura testified about a time prior to that she read a blind item about a celebrity getting beat up in a car with no names included. She said that she asked her daughter if it was about her, but Cassie Ventura told her it wasn't about her or Combs, Regina Ventura said. Now y'all remember, she did say she wanted to keep it from her mom. Uh, at a certain time. So when that blind item came out, Cassie already talked about that. They had already asked her. All right, let's see. We ain't got no tweets though. Or maybe we do. Okay, here we go. I think we talked about the loan. Maybe not. Um, hmm. Something is strange here. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay. All right. Um, Regina Ventura testimony finishes without cross-examination. Regina Ventura, Cassie Ventura's mother, is now off of the witness stand. Defense attorney did not cross-examine her. I don't have any questions for you, defense attorney said. Wow. Okay. Prosecutors call Starry Hayes to the stand. Starry is now on the stand. Starry is 50, or Hayes is 51, said that he worked as a male escort dancer with the stage name The Punisher from 2012 to 2016. You know what? Not The Punisher. Well, that was it with Cassie's mom, child. Um, Maybe I'm missing something. He did not on trial for DB, right? I mean, no. I think yeah, no, he not. He not. And I mean, she did talk about it briefly, but you know, mm, let's see. Come on, y'all. Come on, bring us Mr. Starry. Hey, Starry, Sheree. I said Starry. I wonder why they called him the Punisher. Let me see if I can look him up. Let's see. I'm gonna do it over here and not on this. Um, let's see. We got tweets. All right. Next witness, the government calls Mr. Sheree Hayes or Sheree, whatever. Where are you from? Harlem, New York. How was your work? Or what was your work? Male escort dancer. I was known as the Punisher. Do you recognize these two? I do. Mr. Sean Combs and Cassie Ventura. I was hired in 2012 to create a sexy, erotic scene for them. These photos shown. Child. Mm. Oh, it's about to get interesting. I find it interesting when when the exotic dancer gives a testimony. All right, let's see. A DV related to coercion. Someone called it something else, but in legal terms. Oh, got you. I mean, yeah, I think it can. Listen, I guess they are building things brick by brick. So listen, we got what, 6 more weeks left, 7 more weeks left. 7 more weeks left. Why were you called the Punisher? Playing basketball on West 4th Street. The woman who called you, what time did she book you for? The woman who called you, what time did she book you for? Midnight at Trump Tower, Central Park West. Um, strip tease for a small group of friends. Oh, that's the Midnight at Trump Tower, Central Park West. Got it. Mm. Strip tease for a small group of friends. That is interesting. You better strip tease. I'm looking them up, y'all. Sure is. Um. Uh. um, okay, let's see here. Why were you called the Punish? Oh, okay, I read that. When you got there, how did Miss Ventura appear? In a bathroom with nothing. In a bathroom with nothing underneath in a wig. I was expecting a crowd, but there was no one else. She told me that she and her husband wanted to create a actual scene with baby oil. Child. My black and white brain is struggling. Just charge man with 40 counts of DV and lock him up for 40 years. Listen. Okay, let's see. Okay, I read that. Oh, wait, did I? Yeah, I did. I did. Mm. Okay, let's see. I'm still looking, y'all. Okay. I was trying to see. I don't see it. I wonder if he one of the ones in them pictures. Sheree Hayes testified that he met Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura sometime in late fall of 2012. He said that he first got a call from Ventura, who told him that her name was Janet. She she said that it was her birthday and her husband would like to hire an exotic dancer for the occasion. He said that he believes they found him through his website. Um, Hayes said that he met Combs and Ventura at the Trump International Hotel in New York. That first time, he said that he believed that he was going there to provide a 30 to 45-minute striptease dance for a small group. Ooh, child. All right, let's see. Um, what did she hand you? $800. Ooh, I told y'all the $800. How was the room? Dimly lit electric candles, bowls of water with bottles of baby oil in them. She mm, she told me not to acknowledge her husband, not to look his way when he came out. Um, child. She told me not to acknowledge her husband. Child. All right, let's see what else we got. Um, did he come out? Yes, he was naked, but I could not see his face. It was like what a Muslim woman wears. You can only see the eyes. He had a bottle of Astroglide. How did you recognize it? I use it. The purple top. Oh, okay. He said he uses it. What the hell you asking him for? He uses it. um so who is Mr. Punisher? Had to be one of these people who was named then. Okay. Child. Like I'm missing something. Other people get. The Diddler should be a case study. Baby. Okay, let's see. How did it end? She went into the other room with him. When she came back, she asked if I wanted to finish. I said no. If they were happy, I was happy. She gave me more money. Did you see it again? Yes. 8 or 12 times. Child. This is interesting. Interesting. Man, I am over here really trying to figure out which one of these he is. Don't judge me. So, I can't find it. Man, I don't really see nothing, y'all. When I pull it up, all the Diddy stuff, of course, is pulling it up. I don't know his name. Oh yes, I do. Duh. His name is Sheree Hayes. SHARAY, and then the last name is Hayes, and he goes by Mr. Punisher. I guess his thing is punishing the people. From the sound of it, it also sound like child. So you like the Mr. Punisher stuff that he used? I mean, not that he used, but that he have coming out when he get through sexually with someone, and you want that? You want Cassie to come rub it on your nipples? Uh. Uh. Weird. Weird. It is weird. All right. So, Sheree Hayes continued describing the first encounter with Cassie Ventura and Sean Diddy Combs at Trump International Hotel in New York City. Ventura greeted him at the door in a robe when he arrived, and he believed that she was also wearing a wig. He said he did not recognize her at the time he testified. Ventura invited him into the suite and said that she explained that she didn't want him to actually dance. She told him her and her husband like to create sexy scenes involving the application of baby oil, and that her husband eventually would come out to watch, Haynes testified. Ventura told him to ignore her husband. Haynes said, I was specifically told not to acknowledge her husband. Try not to look at him. No communication or anything, he testified. After explaining the situation, Ventura handed him a stack of cash and said that he could change into underwear or a towel in the bathroom. He counted $800 in cash and then slipped into a towel. Child, I can. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, well, he did that. Um, let's see. So, what I think I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna let check IG. Oh Lord, Jesus, keep me near the cross, precious Lord, keep me near the cross. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, that is the man on the list. Okay, he is on the list. Um, and if you go through his pictures, which I had, what was the last time he posted a picture? 2020 was the last time he posted a picture. 2012. Oh no, wait, 2023. He posted a video, but that don't look like him in the video. It ain't. Okay, I see a few more pictures. I see his body a little bit. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Looking at him, he uh he definitely was one of the people that we went over this morning. For sure. For sure, for sure. Okay, testifying more about the first encounter that he had with Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura, Sheree Hayes said that he followed Ventura's lead and mimicked what she did. Hayes said that when Ventura began to pour baby oil on herself, he did too. Eventually, he saw a man enter the room. He testified. Hayes recalled that Combs would speak to Ventura, giving um, um, details, including adjustments that he wanted to the lighting and how her body was positioned. Child. Hayes said that at the end of the encounter, Ventura thanked him and handed him an additional $1,200. Ooh, Lord have mercy today. Okay, y'all. So the jury has dismissed for lunch. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna dismiss for lunch, and I'm gonna come back. Um, I gotta do my poly talk hour, where we talk political talk, and we're gonna talk about these tariffs, and we're gonna pull up these receipts on these tariffs. Um, so by the time that they come back, we're gonna be ready to be live over there. So we'll be live back over here around 3 p.m. Yeah, around 3 p.m. And we're gonna go over the rest of what happened during the day, who testified, and then we'll go step by step. And then also too at that time, we're gonna go over Don's lawsuit over again. Okay, we're gonna definitely go over Don's lawsuit again. I just feel like there's some key things in there, and I want to talk about them. Okay, so with that being said, I will be back. Um, we're gonna go do Poly Talk. I have Poly Talk hours set for 1 o'clock. I might set it for like an hour from now, and then do Poly Talk from 12:30 to 1:30, and then come back over here. I don't know. I pay attention to y'all community wall, okay? All right. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and set your notifications. Before I was born, how you doing? Set your notifications, and I'll be back for sure. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all then.